But from cooking classes, I hear, "Well, Annie, you love to cook. I hate to cook."
You
Um,
hate to cook.
they'll say they hate to cook, or
Do you
my
you
husband
say you
cooks.
hate to cook?
No, no, no. I said they'll say,
Oh.
"Annie, you
Oh,
love
okay.
to cook,
Okay, and then I say they hate to cook.
but
Yes,
they hate to
I've heard
cook."
that
Yeah.
many times in my kid when I used to do the mhm,
So
mhm.
what do we say? Like, I want to do better, but I'm not about to do all this and that. So what's a good first step to help families that are stuck? Maybe because we're not in the time where we can clearly say that women are in the kitchen cooking for their families. It's more of a grab and go mentality for both parents in the household. So what's a good first step? Instead of saying I'm going to run through the Chick-fil-A drive-through, or I'm going to go buy this frozen meal, or I'm going to, what are some good first steps that people can take when they know they need to do better for their families, that they can do to at least put their toe in the water to get it on a healthy track?
Okay, so you can go the first thing I would do was education. So education always goes back to education because they're vegan kickstarters, right? Like PCRM.org has a 10-day free vegan kickstart
They do.
that gives you all the recipes on there. There are lots of influencers like that, like but they'll have other resources on there as far as
Dr. Montgomery's has
Dr.
one.
Dr. Montgomery's page.
Mhm.
Rest in peace, Dr. Montgomery.
Yeah.
We loved him. Um, uh, I mean, what can they do? First step, choose. You have to find a why. See, they won't do it. They love what you did. And when I used to do meal prep, they say, "Oh, if you make my food all the time, I'm going to do this." And then if I stop doing it, I've handicapped you because you don't have a why. So when I stop cooking for you, you're going to go back to the behaviors you had before. So I used to leave an education sheet on the bottom of the menu when the
Oh, that's a
reheating
good idea.
instructions.
Yeah.
And when I did that, it was only a half a page. And then I also on everything I'd put like the nutrient benefits. So I would try to trick them into learning but to customers into learning, but that didn't always work. So you just have to they have to be vested. They have to know that they don't have to suffer the fate that their grandmother suffered or their grandfather suffered, that their fate is their own, right? And they had to have a why. Most people don't come to this decision until they have a health
A
scare.
very strong why, yeah.
Right.